Our second reading from St. Timothy today begins, O man of God, pursue righteousness, godliness, faith, love, steadfastness, gentleness. Fight the good fight of faith. For me, this sentiment could well be applied to St. Therese, whose feast we celebrate this coming Wednesday. I thought it might be appropriate to offer a small reflection on her life and vision. St. Therese was born and died in France at the end of the 19th and the beginning of the 20th century. She was born into a France which was strongly influenced by the heresy of Jansenism. It tended to be a spirituality of uncompromising rigidity, stern, strict, and religious practices did not allow for a role for the heart or for feelings in worship. There was also the idea that offering oneself as a victim of justice, divine justice, shaped by extreme ideas of penance and mortification. Therese never fell under this spell, but her God was a loving Father. She says, I understand so well that it is only love that makes us acceptable to God. Her whole vocation was love in the heart of the church. She goes on, Jesus does not demand great actions from us, but simply surrender and gratitude. Her little way abounds with the ordinary, all our joys, our sorrows, our ups and downs, the nitty-gritty of everyday life. This may be simple, but it's not necessarily easy. We have to begin with ourselves, with our own thoughts, our own words and actions, those we love, those we interact with on a daily basis. This is the only way to make a difference in our world. We all know the wonderful insights that science has given us, that we are all interconnected. We are not simply made up of building blocks of atoms, molecules, etc., but we are a web of interconnected relationships. The Trinity is a perfect example. Our God is a God of relationships, and God made us in his own image and likeness. Therese intuited this so long ago. Our imperfections are stepping stones, not simply obstacles. So often we think, if I am perfect, God will love me. Therese teaches us that this is so untrue. It reminds me of a line from Leonard Cohen's anthem, there is a crack in everything, that's how the light gets in. If we could only but influence our own wee world, even a little, think of how it could spread rapidly, like a ripple in a pond. If we all could do this, the seemingly massive destructive powers would simply cease to exist. Therese's way is no easy option, although it is simple. But isn't it true that the truly simple often demands courage, determination, and a willingness to let God be God? Therese died of tuberculosis at the age of 24, and that was that. Another forgotten nun, you could say. Born, was good, died. Holy, no doubt, but nothing much to write about. But look what has happened. She set the world on fire. She is now a saint, patroness of the missions, and a doctor of the church. I'll finish with Therese's own words. He finds few hearts who surrender to him without reservation, who understands the real tenderness of his infinite love. Let us start with our own hearts today.